I'm going to talk about doing the outro, doing the intro. I guess I'll have to get into doing sweepers, how I use sweepers, and how sweepers work in Radio DJ. This is on the main site, howtoUseRadioDJ.com. I'm going to go into a little more depth in this one as well. So this video will also be added to howtoUseRadioDJ.com. Also, the teaser plugin, I'm going to be trying to get that video done in the next few days. I cannot put the teaser video on YouTube. And the reason why is because the only way to really show you the power of the teaser plugin, many of you are going to love the teaser plugin. Once you see how it's used and how to use it, you're going to love it. But I can't show it here because I have to use copyrighted music to show how that thing really works. It's a little involved, but it's real simple once you get it. All right. But in this video, we're going to look at real quickly sweepers, how to make them, how to use them. And when I use sweepers, I use them for intros. I use them for the start of the song. You can also use it for the outro of the song. All right, I think it's done. But this is a program you can get for free. It's a really, really good program. And it's great for making voice drops. But it's oceanaudio.com. Go to oceanaudio.com and download this program. It's a really good program. All right, so I've updated it. That's what was going on. And so this is what it looks like when it is running. Let me bring it in a little bit. And you can use this program to do really, really quick voice drops for these sweepers. Now, the sweepers in Radio DJ, this is how I use them. That they have to stay, or they should stay, under 9 seconds. There should be no music. It should be voice only. Okay. So let me think of some things. So I got it installed. Let's make sure it's picking up audio where it's supposed to. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. The recording drive is my Behringer in. My playback is Behringer out. Okay. I'm going to see if this is going to work because I did an update. All right. So when you click on the record button, the red button here, it's going to ask you what bit rate, sample rate, and all of that. I'm going to do this in stereo, and I'll do 16 bits. All right. Let's see if this thing is working. 2, 1, 2. Okay. So it's working. All right. So I can record a voice drop right here. So I'm going to say, you're listening to Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for listening. Here's the next song. No, you're listening to Roderick Carter Live. What I want to say? No. Okay. This is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So that might be one drop. I might do another drop. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. So do another one. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. Okay, so that's about 3 of them. Now the hard part, of course, is going in and editing them. Nope, go the other way. And chopping them up. So let me go to the beginning. 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's working. All right, so I can record a voice drop right here. So I'm going to say, you're listening to Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for listening. Here's the next song. No, you're listening to Roderick Carter Live. Okay, so I'll take that piece that you're listening to Roderick Carter Live. Let's see. I'm going to take that and I'm going to copy that. And hopefully I can paste it to the new. Yeah, new audio. So here's the by itself. You're listening to Roderick Carter Live. All right, so now I'm going to save this. Okay, I'm going to save it as an MP3. Let me put it on somewhere where I remember where it's at. What's my radio? Radio. Let's make a temporary folder. And I'll give it a name. Now, the name has to be unique because RadioDJ actually looks at the names. So I'll just call it RC Live 1 for that one. All right, then I'm going to go back over to the main one. I'm done with that one. Let's see, find another one. Okay, this is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so I'm going to grab that one. All right, so that might be, this is Roderick Carter Live. Stop, sir. Let's go back. And all I'm doing is I'm selecting that part of it. And how you do that is you just click and hold and drag. And that allows you to select that portion of the audio. So now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to copy it, go back up here and say paste to new. And it should be by itself. This is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so we're going to save that one as an MP3. I'm going to tap that one and change that 1 to a 2. Don't want to overwrite it. Okay, so that'll be the second one, sweeper. Let's go to find another one. Let's see. All right, so that might be one drop. I might do another drop. Keep it locked to the best and keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. All right, so now that one, I'm going to take that one. Just click and drag. And copy, paste to new. See what we got. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. Now, let's say if I don't want that pause between live and online. So I'm going to take some of that out. So I'm just going to highlight that and go up here and say cut. So now I've cut out that extra space. Also on the front end, I hear a little smacking on the voice. Now I didn't want this to be a audio lesson, but I got to do this. Okay, so I made that silent. So now go to the front. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. All right, there we go. So we're going to save that one. All right, let's see if there was another one. I think that might have been it. No, I got some. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. All right, I think this is the last one. Copy that. Or you know what? No, let me just go ahead and copy it. Then paste to new. Play it to make sure this right. Is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. All right, so cool. So I got 4 sweepers. Okay. All right, so I'm going to exit out of there. I don't need it. Don't save. I got what I needed. So now I have 4 sweepers. Now I'm going to show you how to add them in the RadioDJ. Pause my events. Now in RadioDJ, let's go to our options and our categories. Someone asked about adding categories. You would do that with the options. That's the wrench on version 2.0 and above, and the word options on earlier versions. you would go to categories. Here you can add new music categories, remove those. You can also make different genres. Now, this genre is not in any way tied into any of this over here. Okay, the genre is actually by itself. It has nothing to do with these first two columns. The first two columns are tied to each other. So we have a music is the master category, and then there are subcategories. So you can break up your music that way. This is how I do it. That way, if I only want one style of music, and then another style of music, and then something else, and then repeat the process when I create a rotation, I can do that. But today we're talking about sweepers. By default, Radio DJ comes with something called daily sweepers, nightly sweepers. Okay? But this is how I use sweepers. I have shows, different shows that last 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So what I do is I create a sweeper category for that show. Okay? So since I made my drops Roderick Carter Live, I'm going to make a sweeper category called Roderick Carter Live. Because let's face it, I'm not live 24/7. So I hit the plus sign, and now we see we have a category called Roderick Carter Live. That's where I'm going to put those sweepers. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'll do a directory import because they're all in the same spot. So this directory import, click on the folder to go to where they're located at. And since they're the only thing in this folder, I can do this. If it wasn't, I would have to do track by track or separate them and put them in their own folder. Now, I've selected my folder. Now I need to select where I want this stuff to go. The master is sweepers and the sub is Roderick Carter Live. So I'm saying that I want to grab everything from that folder, put it on the sweepers on the Roderick Carter Live. The genre I'm not worried about right now, but the track type, it went to sweepers automatically, I guess because I selected category sweeper. It's important that if you have a sweeper that you set the track type to sweeper. And then the rest of this we'll leave alone. Import. Okay. So now if I go to my search function and go down here to sweepers and select Roderick Carter, you'll see my sweepers. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to make all of these unique. It's important that they're all unique. So I'm just going to give them all the same title in terms of each one, because nobody sees these. Now hit save tag and hit save. Go to do the next one. Just gonna, if you don't make this unique, say like you leave the album blank. Well, Radio DJ considers a blank album the title of an album. So if you say don't play the same album for 3 hours, Radio DJ is like, okay. So all them drops that you have that have blank album, the field for the album is blank, it's only going to play one every 3 hours. And you're like, well, why aren't they not loading up? That's the reason why. Metadata and file, the name of the file is very important with Radio DJ. So if you're someone that's got all these track, you got Michael Jackson Beat It folder, but inside it you got track 1 through 12. And then over here you got Prince on the Cherry Moon, tracks 1 through 15. As far as Radio DJ is concerned, track 1 is track 1. It doesn't know that this is track 1 for Michael Jackson or track 1. I'm talking about the file name, track1.mp3. It doesn't know that those are the file names for those songs. So the file name is very, very important. Let's disable these events right now. Let's do it like that. I'm just turning these events off so they don't get in the way of what we're doing. All right. So now we have our sweepers in here. Now, let me tell you how sweepers work. First of all, after you make a category, you notice up here you got the daily sweepers still selected. That means none of these sweepers right here will fire off as long as that's set on daily sweepers. It has to be on RadioDJ Live. Okay. In other words, if you want to use sweepers from a specific category, you're going to have to use an event and tell it event to change the sweeper category to the, what you want it to be right now. All right. And I'll show you that real quick. So we go to events, we click the plus sign, and I'm going to call this load RadioDJ Live Sweepers. Okay. I'm going to call it that because when I look at that, that tells me exactly what that event does. For my event action, very simple, very easy. This is why I love RadioDJ. You're going to come down here and we're going to set the sweeper category. When you select that, options come available on the right. The option I want is RadioDJ Live. And I'm going to add that action. And then I can program what day, time, and hour I want RadioDJ to load the RadioDJ Live sweepers. Okay? So if RadioDJ Live comes on at 9 a.m., I can tell the event to do that. I can say, let's say I'm live Monday through Friday. Right click and select unchecked all. Let's say I come on 9. And you don't have to, let's say I'm on for 3 hours, right? 9, 10, and 11. You don't have to select that. You only have to select it once because when you load it, it's going to stay loaded until another event changes it to another sweeper category. But that's how you program it to change at, the day and the hour that you want. All right. So if I play, you're not going to hear these sweepers. Okay. So let's play. Now, how do you make these sweepers activate? With your rotations. Okay, so if I go to my options and I go to track rotations, you're going to notice I have a query here. Let's remove that. All right, you're going to notice I don't have anything. Let's see, there's no rotations. Okay, so let's go and I'm going to say I want to get from the music category. Yeah. Any, don't matter. See this last option, sweeper without. Okay, we're going to add that. I'm going to do least times played. Also, to get the best rotation out of this is to use least times played, okay? That's going to force RadioDJ to look for songs that have not played much and pull those. So I'm going to say my sweeper is without. Okay, that means when this line runs, it's going to grab a song, but it's not going to add a sweeper to it. Okay, so let's do this line again. Again, I'm going to say without. Okay. No other words, don't add a sweeper. Now let's do one where we add a sweeper to the start of a song. Okay. So we're going to add a sweeper to the start. I'm going to do least times played as my rotation rule. So it's going to add at the start of a song. Let's do every other. So I'm going to move this guy up. So the first song that loads up when I do this is going to be, that song will not have a sweeper. The second song will have a sweeper at the beginning of the song. The third song would not have a sweeper. And the fourth song, it's 7:58. We're going to put the sweeper at the end or the outro. Which is 12:58 long recorded in the year. Enjoy. Okay. And I'm going to turn off the, what is that? This is why I say the running the TTS and the sweepers at the same time, you're going to see why I don't do that. Okay, so this one we're going to set at the end. So look at the rotation. The rotation said we're going to select from the music category, the subcategory, any genre. I'm using least times play because that gives me the best rotation. But the first song it chooses is going to be without a sweeper. The next song it chooses will be with the sweeper. The next song it chooses, well, it'd be with the sweeper at the start. The next song it chooses will be without a sweeper. And the fourth song that it chooses will be a sweeper at the end. So we're going to say we need to name this default. Just going to name it default. Now, the thing about rotations are powerful because I can say I want to only run rock music for 3 hours. I can create a rotation that only picks rock music. I can also load up sweepers that cater to that rock show. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this works together to give us what we're looking for. Okay. All right, so I'm going to clear. We might not have, the rules might be too high. I think my rules might be too high because I don't have that many songs. So let me go up here to options and drop my rules a little bit. Yeah, they too high. Let's do 5, 5, and 5. If your rules are too high, RadioDJ will not play any of your stuff. When you see red like that, now I'm gonna tell you why it's not playing. Look at that. Look at the metadata. They all have for the artist Carter scripts for the artist. If I go back over here and look at my auto DJ settings, I said don't play the same artist for 5 minutes. So let's drop this down. Let's just drop it down to 1. The track is the file name. The title, which is this guy, let's drop this down to 3. Because I don't have a lot of songs in here. The only thing that's in here is these royalty-free music tracks that I created. Do not play the same album. So I'll do that for 1 minute. So that's why it's not loading anything up. Let's put this on auto DJ. Okay, so that's the first track. Well, it's really gonna be I did a restart. So this is be the first track.
Well, it's a beautiful day outside and you are still listening to our station. That's great. Now, we are listening to Carter Scripts, hip hop.
So that's number 1. Number 2 should have let's find out why these sweepers are not loading up. Okay, let me find out what's going on here. All right, I'm not sure what happened there, but when I created the category Roderick Carter Live Sweepers, it wasn't pulling from the category. So I changed and moved all of them from there over to daily sweepers, and it started pulling. All right, so let's look at this. I'm going to clear the queue. And I'm still haven't figured out why I'm only getting 1 there. So I've done something somewhere. Let's clear that one out. Let's see if this rotation. Now, this is the rotation I made. I made 2 defaults. And remember, in that rotation, it was the one without a sweeper, then the next one over the front end, and we'll see. So let's push this. Okay, so there's something going on there where it's not recognizing. Let's go to default rotation. Let's clear. hit this. So the first one shouldn't have anything. The second one should. And that one doesn't. That's weird too. So when I created Roderick Carter Live, not sweepers, rotation. When I created Roderick Carter Live rotation, everything seems to work. So let me just hit this. See right there? Now on the Roderick Carter Live rotation, what I did was the first one is over the front end of the song. Then the next one, no sweeper. And then the next one at the end, I need to add one again without. Save that. So here's how sweepers work. As you can see, the next one has a sweeper. You see it right there. It picked RC Live 3. So that means it doesn't tell me if it's in the front. SS means start. Okay, so it's going to play it over the start of the next track. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. Okay, you saw that. Okay, so something's going on with this installation. I may have done some things, something. Because it's behaving weird. So let me go here and look at my setup real quick. I'm wondering if I'm accessing the same database. It's not that. Let me optimize it and repair it just in case. Because based on the rotation, the next song should not have a sweeper, but it does. See if it does it again. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. So you see how they're working, but I got some funky stuff going on with this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install it over the top of itself to maybe fix, because something's not right. Something definitely is not right. So let me show you how to do this without losing everything. This is a good learning lesson. You notice I got my logo in there. I want to keep that. So I'm going to exit out of this and I'm going to go to the folder. And I'm going to take my logo right here, logo PNG. I'm going to copy that. And as you see, I've already done it. I have a folder called logo backup. I'm just going to paste it in there, and it's already in there. Okay. Because what I want to do is I want to download the latest version of RadioDJ just in case my version is corrupt, which it seems to be. Because it's not behaving as it should. So let me go to downloads and get the latest 2006, because that's what we're working with. Now on my stations, I'm actually running the beta 2020. It has some issues with it, so that's why I don't really, I got it worked out, and my station, all 4 stations run real well. Let's put this on the radio drive. Well, just put in downloads. Okay. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm getting ready to install this over the top of itself. In an effort, hopefully, that it will fix itself. All right, so it says, are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Hit accept, and then stop. Right here, I need to point it to where it's actually located at. So, let's see. This is where it's at on this computer. So I'm just going to click up there to get the path, copy that path, and just paste it in right here. Because that's where it's located at. Hit next. It says already exists. Are you sure? I am sure. And I'm going to call it 006. because I have more than one version. Something called it 006. And then let it go. I don't need to start the database back up because it's already there. It doesn't erase it. Now, it did change. See, I have it labeled here 2006. So I'm going to delete this one and put the new one on here. Just rename it. The other thing, too, sometimes RadioDJ works best if it is ran as administrator. So I right-clicked on it to go to properties. I'm going to go to compatibility, and I'm going to say run the program as administrator. For some people, that's an issue, but for me, it's not. That means when you run it, you're going to get this first, basically. So let's see if... listening to Roderick Carter live. She's still doing it. It's not supposed to do a sweeper on every song. So there's definitely something wrong. Roderick Carter live. Thank you for tuning in. I don't like that. So let me go to the track rotation. Let me take it out completely. It's almost like it's not reading but one line. So let me double click on here and say without. And then save. And hit that clear. And it shouldn't be no sweeper on there. Okay, no sweeper is on there. Okay. I'm going to still show you this. Even though this is jacked up, I'm still going to show you this. A question came in, how do you do outro? So I'm going to go to this one-liner here in my rotation called RC Live Rotation. That's what we got loaded up. And again, I moved my sweepers over to Daily Sweepers. And I'm going to double-click to edit this. And then I'm going to say I want it on the end, which will be considered an outro. Okay. These times, hit okay. So now we're pulling from this category, any genre, least times played. We want the sweeper to go to the end of the track. Okay, so let's save this. Hit save here. See what happens when the song change. Okay. Now, the next song in that's getting ready to play, you see it has S-E-S-E. That means sweeper end. If it's SS, that means sweeper start. So the next track is only going to play the sweeper, one of those sweepers, towards the end of the track. So as you see, the sweeper didn't play. That's because it's waiting to the end. And as you can see, it loaded up right here, letting you know it's going to play a sweeper at the end, or it's counting down. And now that number right there should be counting up and down up here too. So there's definitely something wrong with this installation. All right, here we go. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. And so you see, it lowered the music, played over the top of the music, and then the next song came in. Now, Unfortunately, if you try to use both, some with the end, some at the start, you're going to run into some problems. So you have to decide what you're going to use. And if you do switch them up, then you have to, like, for instance, okay, we know that's going to play at the end. It's got one loaded. So I'm going to clear this. And the next one should load at the start. So you'll see, watch what happens when you, when they run back to back. You're listening to Roderick Carter Live. Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live online. Okay, so what it did is killed the first one. The first one never got a chance to finish because the one at the start killed it and played it. So apparently only one sweeper can play at a time. So you have to make a decision. Do I want all of my sweepers to be at the beginning of the song or towards the end? I love how it sounds toward the end of the song, but I also like how it sounds at the beginning of the song. So if you decide, well, I'm going to mix it up, okay, just keep in mind that it doesn't know the difference between an ending sweeper or beginning sweeper because it's getting it all from one category. Okay? So if you make sweepers, you got to make them in such a way that you can't tell whether it belongs at the end of a song or the beginning. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. See, now that sounds like that could fit at the beginning or the end, if you understand what I'm saying. So when you make your sweepers, you gotta keep that in mind. Do I want my sweepers to sound like they're introducing a song and not necessarily the song title, but just introducing a song? Or do I make my sweepers sound like the song is ending and I'm getting ready to go to the next song? I tend to go with the start. I think that has worked better for me, but I do like it on the end. Now that brings up the question of how do you assign a sweeper to a song individually? Because when you edit a track, you will notice there's a tab right here that says sweepers, and it's empty over here. Okay. So let's do this. This is chill hop 1. We'll do the chill hops. Okay. So I'm gonna exit out of RadioDJ. We're gonna go back to our little friend Ocean Audio. Because maybe you want to make a sweeper that actually names the name of the song. I think we said chill hop. Okay. 1 through, I think, 10 maybe. So we're going to make drops that are specific to the song so you can see how that works. This is chill hop number 1 right here on Roderick Carter Live. Here's chill hop number 2. Enjoy. You're listening to chill hop number 3 on Roderick Carter Live. Keep it locked. I got that chill hop 4 for you. Here it is. I think I'll just do those 4. Okay. So I made, these are announcing the songs. Those are the names of the songs. So I'm going to cut this off. I think I can use the delete key. And I only want this part. So I'm going to copy it. Paste the new. This is chill hop number 1 right here on Roderick Carter Live. Now I could do other stuff. I can add effects and stuff like that, but that's not what this lesson is about. So we're going to say save as, and I'm going to call it chill hop 1. Okay. Close that one. We'll delete that out. Delete that out. This is too big of a gap. So delete some of that out. Now just take that. Copy it, paste the new, play it. Here's chill hop number 2. Enjoy. All right. Save as chill hop 2. Close that one. Cut this off. And what is this? You're listening to Chill Hop number 3 on Roderick Carter Live. Keep it locked. Okay. See the little nick on the end? That's that locked. That's that D. So I want to make sure I get that. All right. So copy, paste the new. Play it just to make sure. You're listening to Chill Hop number 3 on Roderick Carter Live. Keep it locked. Save as Chill Hop 3. Cheat. Go up and change the 1 to a 3. I think I had one more maybe. Yeah. And again, it's too much space, I thought, so I'm going to take that out. And I've already cut the back end off on that, so let's... Here it is. Go to the beginning. I got that Chill Hop 4 for you. Here it is. Let's save as. All right, so bring RadioDJ back up. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign these specific drops to that specific song. Yeah. Okay. This is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in. So to do that, what I want to do, let's go to options and categories. And I'm going to go to sweepers. I'm going to make a sweeper category that I'm not going to never really pull from. So let's say we call it song sweepers. So I'm going to make a category called song sweepers because that's where I want those sweepers to go. Now, because they are in the same place as the other ones, I can't use directory or else I'll pull the other ones in. So I'll do chill hop 1, sweeper, put it in song sweepers, make sure it is a sweeper. Interesting. I didn't see that the last time. Oh, and I can make it an overlay file. You don't have to, but keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter. Go get chill hop 2. Song sweeper still there. Okay. Number 3. Make sure it's a sweeper. Import. Now you don't have to necessarily select overlay file because sweepers automatically do that. So you really don't have to do that for sweepers when you mark the song as sweeper. All right. So I should have my 4 sweepers, song sweepers, in that category called song sweepers. I'll do the same on these. Make sure the metadata is unique. In this case, it doesn't necessarily have to be unique, but I'm just going to do it. This is your boy Roderick Carter. Thank you for tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now. Now, if yours is doing what this is doing, it's something wrong with it because it's supposed to be every other. That's probably why I went with 2020 version. If you're using 182, the process is the same. It's not that big of a difference. All right, so I got this category called song sweepers, right? I'm never going to use that as the overall sweepers. I'm only wanting to use it on these particular songs. So we did 1 through 4. I got 2 chill hops in here. Don't know why. Let Let me put it on music.
You're listening to Roderick Carter Live.
Interesting. All right, so I'm going to go to this first one. Okay. I'm going to go to this first one, and I'm going to go to the sweepers tab. Okay. I want to assign a sweeper that will play when this one plays. So when I go to the sweeper tabs, now I can see the available sweepers, and I'm going to go down to song sweepers. So since this is Chill Hop Song 1, I'm going to assign that to Chill Hop Song 1 because that sweepers is saying that name. Okay. If I made multiple ones, of course, the names would be unique and different. I would assign all of them over there and it'll rotate through them. So that's for Chill Hop 1. Let's see what this is. So I got 2 Chill Hop 1s. Okay, well, I'll do it for that one too. Same thing. So I'm just going to assign these sweepers to these songs. Now, many of us would love for these sweepers to play anytime the song plays, but it doesn't work like that. I'm going to show you how it does work. So this is Chill Hop 2 now. So add that one over there. We had 3. Go to sweepers tabs. Go down to song sweepers. I said 3. And if you accidentally, let's say you put the wrong one in there, no problem. Highlight it, hit the minus sign, take it out. Okay. So those are editable. They're not to the point where you can't set them or change them. All right. Last one, Chill Hop 4. Now that we've done that, these have the option to choose. Well, basically, the sweepers have the option to choose between what the master category for the sweeper is set to, or what the current sweeper category is set to, or if they have been assigned, they will play their assigned sweepers. So let's see if we can get this, force this thing. And you can't, like if I drop this in here, it's not going to have a sweeper. Now let's see, I never tried this. Let's see if I select that and let's drag 4 in. Still don't do it. Okay. Well, what if I hit the plus sign? See, I learned something new. I don't put music in like this. So what I did was I hit the sweeper icon. That's what this little speaker icon is. And instead of dragging it over, I hit the plus sign. When I did that, you see it added the sweeper to it.
This is your boy
right there.
Carter. Thank you for tuning in.
And notice what sweeper it added.
Right now.
It added the sweeper that's assigned to it. It didn't get one from the data. It didn't do the RC sweeper. It got the Chill Hop 4 sweeper because this is the song. Okay? So that means when that one plays, it's going to play the assigned sweeper. Because see, if I hit 5, remember, we didn't, let's see, hit 8. 8, we did not assign a sweeper to it. So if I do that with 8, it'll have a sweeper, but it's going to come from up here. Okay? So since this Chill Hop 8 does not have a sweeper assigned to it, it grabs it from the daily sweepers that's up here because that's what we got set.
I got that Chill Hop 4 for you. Here it is.
Okay. Now, it'll do it automatically through the rotations. So when the rotation comes up and it grabs a song on the line that says, okay, add a sweeper, it will play either the assigned sweeper section or the assigned sweeper to that song. So if we play this,
you're listening to Roderick Carter Live.
I'm gonna keep fast forwarding until the system picks 1, 2, 3, or 4 on the Chill Hop. So this might be a minute.
This is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in.
So they all gonna put Roderick Carter Live
online
until I come up with a Chill Hop. There we go, Chill Hop 2.
Tuning in. I got that music for you coming up right now.
See, It's not gonna pick a RC Live sweeper. It's gonna pick the one that got assigned to it, which happens to be Chill Hop 2. Speed this up a little bit. Here's Chill Hop number 2. Enjoy. Okay, see, now it pulled or played the sweeper that I made for Chill Hop 2 because we assigned it to Chill Hop 2. And as you notice, Chill Hop 3 is loaded up. It's doing the same thing. It's going to play the sweeper that's assigned to it, which is the Chill Hop 3 sweeper. So that's the only way I know to get the sweepers to play for the assigned song. It has to be in a rotation. You know, it has to be in a rotation. And so you're going to see this is going to play the Chill Hop 3 because we assigned one to it. It's not going to play the RC Live.
You're listening to Chill Hop number 3 on Roderick Carter Live. Keep it live.
Okay. And as you can see, Chill Hop 5, we never assigned one to it. So it's grabbing the RC Live from the daily sweepers. Hope that helps. Also, you'll notice because I did a reinstall, the logo went back to the default. Well, to fix that, you got to exit out. Go back, go to your logo backup folder and copy it and paste it to the root directory of the RadioDJ folder. And then when you run it, you will see your logo back in place.
You're listening to Roderick Carter Live.
So that's how I use sweepers. So I'm changing different formats throughout the day. And so what I did was I created a rotation for that format, and I created a set of sweepers or a sweeper category for that format. So when they both change at the time of the day that they change, you hear the music, but you also hear dedicated or specific sweepers that play over the intro of songs for that show. So those sweepers are talking about that show, which makes every segment of my radio broadcast throughout the day sound unique. It was something I was just thinking about. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, intro. Okay. You have the option.
This is Roderick Carter Live. Thank you for tuning in.
On the sweeper thing, you have the option of when the song starts or an intro. So if I go back over here and I double click on this, you'll see that for this track rotation line, I can do intro. All right, so let's do intro. Now something's wrong with this particular installation. I don't know if it's going to load up. I'm going to see what it's going to do.
Keep it locked to the best with Roderick Carter Live.
Now you see it didn't load up anything. Even though we have it set on intro, it didn't load up anything. It can't because we selected intro. So how do you make it do when it's an intro? Well, this is why I don't do this, because it's a lot of work. You may have a song that someone's talking over the intro and you don't want a sweeper to play over the top of that. I'm okay with it. Okay, because live DJs sometimes do it anyway. So some people only want a sweeper to play if the song has the space. In other words, there's an instrumental intro before somebody sings or talks. If you want to do that, be prepared to do a whole lot of work. Let me show this to you, and we're going to close this video out. You would have to go to a song. Let's go to one of these. You would have to go to a song and click on the cue editor. you would have to go and select intro and then click up here and wiggle, click and hold and wiggle. And you would have to select
it's 8:42 now.
Where that intro starts.
Listening to Carter Scripts, Indie Dance, which is 12:58 long, recorded in the year. Enjoy.
Now above it, it gives you the amount of seconds, you know. So let's say this song had a 3-second intro. So I would mark that and just click save. Okay. So this is on Chill Hop 10. Hit save. So we're going to select our little icon here and we're going to hit for Chill Hop 10, we're going to hit the plus sign and see if it's going to add. See, now it added. Why? Because we created an intro for that song. I don't know about you, but I have over 20, 30,000 songs. I don't have time to do that. So guess what I do? I just let it do it over the start of a song. If it gets in the way of somebody talking or singing, I'm okay with it. I really am. Because it's only, 6 to 9 seconds long. So now this thing is going to play, and you notice it says SI instead of SS or SE. SI means intro. So when it came up, this song had a intro marker. And I think we set it for 3 seconds. So, see what happens.
You're listening to Roderick Carter Live.
All right, so what it did is it waited 3 seconds and then played. So when you do that cue edit on that, edit the cue and hit that, it waited 3 seconds to trigger. I just used the start. I just used the start. So I hope this has been informative. Of course, I went through a lot of little things that you probably should do. But I wanted to see you how I fix stuff and how I deductive reasoning and things of that nature. I'm not perfect. I know a lot of people like my videos, but I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I got to dig it out. I got to find out what's going on. I do know this version 2.06 seems to be having some issues, some struggles. I think that's probably why I went with 2.00 2020, the beta version. It had some issues. I kind of worked them out in the database and some other things. And so a lot of times I have to copy my corrected version. If I do a new radio station, I have to copy my corrected version. And I love it. I'm fine with it. I mean, it's screaming. 4 stations at one time. They're screaming. And they do what they do. Hope this has been informative. Please give it a like, thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in another video. Now, the teaser video, I'm going to need a couple of days to do that. But I'm only going to be able to put that over at howtouseradiodj.com, because in order to show you this teaser, it's beautiful how it works, but the only way to show it to you, I can't do it on YouTube due to the copyright issues. All right, guys. Thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for liking the videos and subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want you to have the best station that you could possibly have. This is why I do this. All right. See you guys next video.